So this is the downstairs bathroom in Project Farmhouse. I'm getting ready to do the flooring. So we got the go board up and I started to red guard it. So let me put this one thing down that I'm holding. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna red guard here and I'm gonna red guard down. And basically it's just a rubber paint. I'm gonna red guard that, and then I'm also gonna do these seams with this fabric right here. But right now I'm doing the floor first. So, and what we're gonna do with the floor is this is a 4-piece system. So now I'm gonna make marks like this. I'm gonna cross this and cut this, and basically you put 4 pie-shaped wedges in. So I'm getting ready to cut these 2 right now, and then I got 2 more to cut. And then I will use the construction adhesive, and actually I'll use mortar to mortar this down onto the floor. And then I'll use construction adhesive around the edges. And then I actually bought corner pieces too. So I'll put corner pieces, and this is an outside edge. That's an outside edge, that's an outside edge. There's an inside edge somewhere too. So I'll put those on the inside corners, and then they'll get red guarded as well. And then we're gonna red guard even right here on the outside a little bit. And I'll red guard up here. So I'm using a combination of red guard and the construction adhesive. Both are acceptable for go board. But yeah, there's another update for Project Farmhouse for the this is the downstairs bathroom. So this is Project Farmhouse day 56, 57, and 58. We pulled these 4 windows last week, and we started sanding them down, but they're rotted out. And this is just the first coat, so I'm not really sure I'm digging it all that much. This is the inside, and the outside he did not paint, but we sanded it down. But you can see how it's still got some rot to it, and see how it's pitted right there. So we're gonna try to finish this one sash and just see what it looks like. But we kind of stopped working on this because I really wanted to get the bathrooms done, and we wanted to get the front door done. So, but we'll pivot back to that next week. But this bathroom, I started to red guard just on the edges where the drywall was, just on the top edge there where he put some drywall mud, and again where there's a regular piece of drywall, and down the edge. This is just the first coat. I still need to put a second coat on, but this is pretty much ready to at least it'll be ready for tile by next week. So this is all pretty much good to go. They got the ceiling painted. I installed the light. So the ceiling's done. The closet's done as well up here. So let's go downstairs and take a look at the bathroom downstairs. So there's the door, by the way, and that was a lot of work. So I'll cut in the videos to show you how much work we had to do on that door. We had to replace the subfloor and some of the framing. But again, they got the drywall, the ceiling painted, so they got the drywall mudded in. And then I still need the red guard here, but I at least got the drain. I got the go board wedge system installed, and I went around the perimeter and I filled in these things. Basically, you cut these wedges into triangular shapes and fit them together around the drain. And then you use construction adhesive to basically make sure it's waterproof. So I had to mortar that down. I did that last night. And then I put the construction adhesive on it today. So now I need to finish red guarding this. I just haven't done it yet. So I want to red guard down here, and I'm going to put the fabric tape all along the edges. I'm going to red guard this. I'm going to put fabric tape on the inside and the outside. I'm going to fabric tape this down here. Again, red guard that. And then this piece of concrete board, I'm gonna red guard the whole thing. And then I've got inside and outside corners that I'm gonna put on here, 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 there, you know, just to make sure this does not leak. But Butch is coming this weekend. He'll start laying out the tile, and then I'll be back on Tuesday, hopefully Tuesday afternoon after work, and I will finish red guarding. I'll red guard up here, I'll red guard across, I'll do a little bit of red guard right there, a little bit of red guard right there, and a little bit of red guard right here, and then all across the curb. And then I did go to the granite place that I do business with, and I ordered a 14 3/4 inch deep by 33.5 top to this. So this will be a granite seat top, and then they'll make me a sill plate to go over top of that. We'll do that at the last. So, but I got a price from them on it. So yeah, so there's another update for Project Farmhouse. Let's go look at the door. That was a lot of work. We spent 2 solid days on this door. So it's looking good though. It's looking really good. That's just a little bit of water, I guess. Somebody spilled their water. I was wondering what that was, but yeah, this door was a great buy. Got out of Philadelphia. So let's take a look at it from the outside. So they put the siding back on for me. So we still have to put the brick molding up. We just put a piece of metal on the bottom that'll get covered with PVC. But I'll actually take this piece of concrete out, and these steps have to be redone too. And even the sidewalk is ugly as sin. So that'll all get redone. You can see how the steps have settled. But right now, at least this is completely done. We had to rip out that sill plate about 6 inches back on either side. And then we reinforced the rim joist plate. There's 2 of them there. We reinforced it from the inside, and we even cut a piece of it out and put a new piece on the outside. But this should never rot again. We put rubber membrane underneath of it. So underneath of the aluminum capping it's a rubber butyl membrane. And that goes all the way across, and it goes under the siding. And then this is actually a Z-bend, so this goes up, goes in, and then just sticks up a 1/2 inch on the inside. And the reason why we did that, you'll see it here. So if any water ever did get underneath the door, that's going to prevent it from getting in any further, right? So I made my own sill plate to make sure that that never leaks again. But yeah, it feels great. And the door just closes perfectly. It's got a good feel all the way around. So, and I'll tell you what, for less than $2,000 with the brick molding and in PVC brick molding, that door was a great buy. And then we left this open over here and left this open over here. We had to cut that out so that we could replace the sill plate. But we left that open because this was a left-hand in-swing door. We turned it into a right-hand in-swing door. So we're gonna move those outlet switches. So we're gonna take 2 of those outlet switches and put them right here. So we'll make this a 3-gang outlet box to control the outside lights, and this controls the upstairs. And then we'll take that 1 light switch that controls this light right here, and we're gonna put it right here. So, but now this door will open this way. So I don't want the lights behind the door, the light switches. So there's another update for Project Farmhouse. And at the end of this video, you'll see the videos that I made of us when we tore this apart. Look how rotted out the front door is. Isn't that nasty? It's rotted out over here too. And it's rotted out on the outside. We're gonna hopefully pull the door today on the farmhouse and replace it. We got a new door. So we got the door out. It's rotted out all the way up to here. It's really bad. It's rotted out over here, nowhere near as bad, but we're gonna try to take it back to here and get under. And same thing on this side, we're gonna take it back to about here and try to get under and replace about 12 inches of subfloor. So this is what we did for the front door. We had to rip out that sill plate and we're gonna replace that too. And we'll fix all this. We'll make sure this is waterproof when we're done. But I'll make another video once we have the sheathing up and we've got the waterproofing on there. Yeah, we had to tear that up pretty good to make sure it was done right. But it'll be fixed right. All right, so for the front door at the farmhouse, we got everything rubber protected with the rubber butyl membrane. They put the Tyvek back. We'll put the siding back too. And then this is basically a sill plate that I made. And they roughed this in. So that's gonna go like that. So now this edge, if water ever gets under here, this edge will prevent the water from getting into the house. So this should never rot out again. So we'll just put we'll put a couple of nails in this just to hold it. And then we'll throw a couple of beads of caulk and we're gonna get the door in today. So this looks awesome. So it was a lot of friggin' work. 2 days of work to get this thing in right. But now we know this door is never gonna rot out again. And then the rot that's underneath the concrete, I will get this concrete pad removed and I will fix that after we get the concrete pad removed, but that won't be hard to fix in my opinion. So yeah, this is the front door of Project Farmhouse.